Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the long-awaited Good News Staten Island. I am your host, Marguerite Spagnolo, and this is my co-host, the very funny king of comedy of Staten Island himself, Tommy Gooch. If you haven't heard of our show, it's called Good News Staten Island because that's exactly what it is. It's good news that's happening on Staten Island. And you don't hear too much of it today. You don't hear too much of it in the world, in the US, in New York, let alone Staten Island. And we've always been known to be the butt of the joke, which happens from other boroughs. We get a little hit on SNL. Thank you very much, Pete Davidson. But I think that people try to find the negative. I prefer to find the positive. I want to find the good things that happen on Staten Island because if you look around, there are plenty. So I agree that we should have this show. Maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. We'll see how it goes, depending on how much good news we find.
No,
right, Tom?
I think it's great. We tried to do this 3 years ago. We had a great show, and then everything changed. COVID hit, so.
Pandemic, yeah.
So it's great. You know, you never run into somebody and they say, you know, it's always like, did you hear who got mugged? You heard who got shot?
Yeah, I know.
Someone got
Terrible
stolen.
stuff.
See that lady with one leg? No one ever says to you, did you hear that story about that person who donated this?
I know, right? It's amazing.
And it's not like we're pretending to be like the savior to the world, but
Right.
it's
But
just
there are
something
good
different.
things
Yeah,
happening.
it's just something different. You'll see, it's fun, and we have great fun things.
I agree.
It's just good. Just
I think so. I
settle
mean, we're
in,
born
gonna
and
get back
raised
in
here.
gear. Anybody know about a pandemic that's coming? Because let us know
Oh,
now. We
God,
won't
no
film
more.
this show.
We're done with pandemic.
All right. So.
But yeah, we're born and raised on Staten Island.
No,
And
you are. I'm born in Brooklyn. Thank you.
well, you were born there, but you were raised here.
Brooklyn born, Staten Island bred.
Right.
Yeah.
And when we were kids,
And I haven't moved to New Jersey yet. It's called. I don't know.
what happens then?
Brooklyn, New Jersey, then you go to, no, it's Brooklyn, Staten Island, then you go to Jersey, then you go to Florida, and you drop dead. That's usually what happens.
Well, that's not going to happen. You're staying here
This
forever.
was really funny last week, folks. You got to laugh at this stuff.
No, we're definitely, you're staying on Staten Island for at least a while.
Yes.
But I was born and raised here. My kids are born and raised here. Everything that we have and we grew up with is definitely a lot different than when I was a kid. But it was still a different kind of community. Growing up here, you make the friends that you make and they stay with you. It's all the life you choose. And I think, well, I think I made some pretty good choices because I got the best people in the world right here. But it's true. But you know, kindness goes a long way, and I feel like if there was more of it in the world, it would be contagious. And I'm hoping that we bring you the good news, and hopefully it's inspiring. People will see it and say, hey, you know what? That's heartwarming. I love that, and I want to aspire to be something like that. So actually today we have a great story for you. That
This is.
it's an amazing story, and you've probably heard it already, but I can't
You
stop
might have
talking
casually
about it.
heard about it, but no one ever said, did you hear? But no, it'll never
Right.
happen. So that's what we do right here.
Yeah, I want it to be something that everyone knows about, and I want to play it to death because I think it's amazing. So we have a great story coming up, and we have the people here to tell you about that story. We have Mary coming up, and her parents. Let's welcome them to the stage. Woo! So this was a very simple act of kindness that has been so impactful on our community. And it goes to show that something very simple can just change someone. And it costs nothing to be nice. It is a kindness story. We have Mary Ansbro here today and her parents, Mike and Irene. And they're going to tell us a very interesting story about what happened to Mary that was very, very kind and very inspiring. Mary, you want to tell us what happened?
Okay. When I see Joey on the train, and he sings Round Two, but that's my dad's song.
Right.
But I know his melon.
Loves that song. That's your favorite song?
I like this song.
Right.
I like the oldies.
The oldies. Got
Yeah.
it.
And he sang the song called The Wanderer, and everybody sing the song to me.
The Wanderer. I
yeah.
love it.
And he sang my name in it, and he did. It was good.
And your name. He put Mary in it.
Yes.
I got Jody on my left and Mary on my right, and you loved it, right?
Yes.
That was great.
That's why after Joy.
Oh, of course, Joy. And that was the that was a Staten Islander, but we were on the New York subway, right?
Where
Yeah.
were you going? You were.
We were going to St. Patrick's Day Parade. We
Right.
were on the, we got off the ferry and we walked over to the R train and we got in the car and they were already singing it.
Oh,
And,
really?
he was singing one song and then right after that song ended, Mary approached him.
That's great. So you were all on the train together?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome. And everybody was just singing along with him.
Yeah, he had, he had his friends with him, and
love
like
it.
we walked kind of in the middle, and there was a group behind us, and they were singing as well. So it was like
That's awesome.
they were in the middle of the car, and then it was us and another group.
Right.
And I could hear people singing behind me. It was great.
Wow. And that was Joey DiRobertis, right? He's 19
Yes.
years old. He goes to USF right now, but he was at St. Peter's, right? He was St. Peter's High
St. Peter's.
School, and all the
Yes.
boys were on the train. That's great. I mean, today, kids don't do that. I mean, us growing up, kids on the train started singing The Wanderer, they probably got beat up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and here's a kid who's singing proudly, and you don't even realize, Mary, you were the brave one in this story because you gave Joey the confidence to sing on a subway train, like, oh, wow, she likes it, she wants me to sing more. And that's helpful to Joey. You know, that made him say, oh, good, I'm not going to get beat up. This isn't something that, I have my friends here, I have somebody who wants to hear me sing. Mary wants her name in the song, let me do it.
Yep.
That is fabulous. That is great. And you didn't know him before this?
No, well, now I know him in his ring now.
Ah, now you know him. But you heard him singing, and then you thought, I'm going to ask him to put my name in the song. And you
Yes.
just did. That was it. That was great. And he obliged, which was wonderful. And it must have made you so happy.
Yeah.
And then you went to Vito Fosella's office, I heard.
Oh, yes, I
Yeah,
did.
would he give you an award, for a recognition award?
Yes, I get something by him, yes.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Gave Mary and Joey a note of achievement.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. No, it's true. Today, there's nothing like that goes on. Good stories, anything inspiring, so welcoming and warm. She wanted to hear him sing. He did it. These things you don't hear, and it costs nothing. And look how happy she was. You know what I mean? Something like that. Why can't more people see that and think, you know what? I want to do that. I want to be a kind person. I want to pay it forward. That is great. It goes a long way. I'm hoping, technology today, the whole world is on their phones, their tablets. Let's use it for some good,
Did anybody video this? Like it didn't go like?
Yeah.
I videoed it.
Yeah. So that video we've been seeing going around was from you?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was standing there, and I started videoing his first song because I thought it was great.
Right.
And then when she approached him, I started it again.
I love
it. I put it on Facebook, and one of my neighbors saw it, and she said, are you going to do something with that? And I said, what am I going to do with it? Put it on Facebook.
Right, what
she
do
was
you-
like, you have to share it, and she wanted to share it. I said, go ahead, share it, and I sent a copy of it to the Advance, and I got a call like 15 minutes later, and that's when they published the story.
And they wanted
And
to
then
do it.
Fox News called us.
That's
it
great.
went all over the place. Everywhere we
that's
went,
awesome.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
love
made
it.
any money from that?
I wasn't
Maybe.
looking for money.
I'm hoping that
Any
more
really
people will
good
see
news,
it. That's
'cause I'll start
fabulous.
singing tomorrow on the train.
I'm very happy for like the positive attention this is.
No doubt.
Of course. And with Vito Fosella getting involved,
I'm not big into. I
great.
should have known about it. I'm not really into the whole Facebook like viral thing. When she told me this, I thought it was.
I
big.
am.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I am too. It's great.
Me, my dad, and Emily are doing the.
Okay, friend me later. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to.
He wants to be friends.
She's a big TikToker, Mary.
Oh, yeah?
You mean? I
Always
love
singing
that.
That's great.
into her
I
phone.
love it.
Everywhere me and Irene go, we have to be careful. We're not in the background
She's
of one of these
videoing you.
TikToks.
She
Yeah.
wants what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
It made our borough proud because it was something that was on both of your behalf. It was really, really, really great. You were so welcoming, gave him the confidence to sing, and it was nice of him to include you in the song. I
Yeah, you
loved
got to
it.
give him credit too.
I said,
he
because
could have.
young
He could
kid
have
like
said,
that.
"Nah, not now, not now."
He
No,
was,
but,
he was great.
Yeah, right? He was very,
A lot of guys would have said, or maybe like just a half a second. Instead, he went
Yeah.
into the whole song.
Yeah,
He did. I mean,
belted it
it
out.
helps that he loves to sing, but still, it's just something I think that the community needs to see more of. I think it was great, and I'm glad that it made your day. And now we're going to introduce you to the young man who did the serenading, Joey DiRobertis, through Zoom. Hey, Joe. Look who we have here.
Hi.
Mary.
How are you guys?
How are
What's up,
you?
Mary?
Great.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. How's school?
School's great.
Yeah, you singing out there?
You know it.
I love it. Good for you. I think you're going to be a singer. Looks that way. You got the talent, that's for sure.
He does.
Awesome. So tell me what happened on the train.
Basically, we were heading to the St. Patty's Day parade, and I saw a bunch of my friends on the same subway car as me, and they're like, "Yo, D-Rob, like, let's get a song." So I was like, "All right." Gave him one of my specials, and next thing I know, Mary came up to me, and she's like, "Can you sing a song with my name in it?" I'm like, "All right, yeah, actually I can. I have a great song for it too."
Love it.
The rest was history.
That's great. And everybody started joining in with you?
Yes, they did.
That's great. And you didn't know Mary before this?
No, I did not.
You just both happen to be from Staten Island on the same subway.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
That's great. Awesome. And what'd you sing?
I sang Wander by
Really?
Dion.
Sing it. Give me a couple of bars for Mary. Or maybe you could put Marguerite in it somehow.
I don't think so. Okay.
Mary's like, no, I'm not sharing my spotlight.
All right. Oh, I'm the type of guy who will never settle down. Where pretty girls are, well, you know that I'm around them. I kiss them and I love them, cause to me they're all the same. Oh, come here, I squeeze them, they don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer, yeah, the Wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Oh, well, there's Flo on my left, and when there's Mary on my right, and Janie is the girl, yeah, that I'll be with tonight. That's basically
I
it.
love it. That's pretty awesome. Way to go. Beautiful.
Good job, Joey.
Well, I think that was a great, great thing that you did. That was very, 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 very kind, and I think it was very inspiring. Kids your age, you don't see that too much, you know? And I love the camaraderie of all your friends on the train, like rooting you on and like joining in. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Well, I'm glad you did this, and I hope that you go far, and I want to see you on TV singing that song.
And you did. It was great.
Yeah, it was great, right, Mary? Awesome. Yep, you made her day. And listen, I know Vito Fasella gave you a little special recognition, a little shout out. That was nice, right?
Me too.
That's awesome. That was really nice. Good. Well, good luck in school. We want to see you, more of you. I hope to see you on your YouTube channel making some more songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining, Joey.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you for having me.
Joey.
Thank you.
Anytime. Bye-bye.
Bye, Joey.
Bye.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show and telling the story, and I hope you and Joey are staying friends so he can sing to you more often. And maybe that Joey will become famous one day, and you'll say, wow, I knew him when.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
There's rumors they're going to have Joey sing at a Ferry Hawks game.
Oh,
Yeah, with me.
Nice.
perfect. That would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We got to be there for that. We're going to put that on the show, too.
Oh, that'd be
Make
great,
sure you
yeah.
let us know.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
will,
that'd be
I
great.
will.
Well, thank you very much, Mary and her parents, Mike and Irene.
Nice.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. That was beautiful. I want to thank you again, Mary, for coming on the show. I think it's wonderful. I love your story.
Thank
and I
you.
have a little something for you,
Oh, boy, look at this. There we go.
because you are the true hero that it was so welcoming to Joey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
That's a great picture. I love it.
Check the card. There
That's
might be money
awesome.
in the card.
Another story I want to talk about real quick is the Grace Foundation. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of it or you're familiar with it, but it's a not-for-profit organization that's committed to making the lives better of children, teens, families, anybody with autism spectrum disorder. And recently they broke a world record that was previously held in Greece. They made the largest human puzzle piece
Crazy.
at the Ferry Hawk Stadium.
hold it
Show
up,
them.
huh?
Yeah, see if they can get a picture of that. It took 2,340 people to make that.
Is that something?
Imagine that.
That's,
2,423 people. Yep. They had parents, teachers, business owners, locals, everyone came together to make this puzzle piece. 2,423 people making that puzzle piece. And I thought it was really great that the organizer of the event, Kathy Del Priori, what she said was the reason they made it is they wanted to show that they are one voice and that we're not just a piece of a puzzle, we are many pieces. And I think that is great.
Yeah.
They
I've
make up
done
many
a lot of
pieces,
shows
and
for
it's
autism
true.
awareness. It's
I know people always have, always seem to show solidarity when it's something like this, and the community comes together, and it's hardly ever recognized, and it drives me crazy. It's very frustrating. There are many good things that
what
go
we're
on
here
in
for,
Staten
right?
Island, and I think it's amazing.
Good news.
Definitely. And the last thing I want to mention, real quick, Tom, you watch the Housewives shows?
No.
New Jersey, New York, none of them?
I apologize. I don't.
All right, Nancy watching?
My wife? No.
No.
She married. I haven't spoken to her in a few days. So,
You only,
married
you
21
only
years.
live in the same house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should watch these shows, but
No,
I
it's not that you should watch them. I watch the New York, New Jersey because they're close by, and I like to see where they go. You know, the restaurants, the houses they live in, the people who build them. Like it's attainable because it's in the the tri-state area. I don't engage with the Beverly Hills or anywhere outside of New York and New Jersey, but I do know that it is good news that a Staten Islander has recently been added to the cast of the New Jersey Housewives. Danielle Cabral, I want to say Cabral maybe. Okay. Danielle is her name. She's originally from Staten Island, so everyone would think that's good news. She's not. She's just a businesswoman. She has a beautiful family with children, and that's why I'm talking about it, because it's good news that she's on that show. And if anybody knows Danielle, please have her call me, because she needs to get off the show.
Oh.
So Danielle, if you're listening, please, you have to call me. You need to get off the show because you have a beautiful family. You know, I don't even need this. You have a beautiful family. You have a lovely business. You have adorable kids. They are backstabbing you. You're on the show, and everything you're saying is 100% correct. You are correct in the fight with Rachel. You are correct that it's nobody's business what happened between you and your brother. It's toxic, and you need to get off the show. You don't need the fame. You don't need the money. It's not worth the price of your family. Andy Cohen is the smartest man on the planet. Not Jeff Bezos, not Elon Musk. Andy Cohen, smartest man on the planet. Yes. He got 147 women to botch their faces and bodies and stab each other in the back for money. And he's making gazillions. Danielle, don't be one of them. Yes, get off the show. Get off the show. And watch the respect you have by walking off the show and not letting them get to you.
Get off the show.
And that's what I want.
And whatever they're paying you, they can cash me and I'll go on the show.
Not worth
and make the money.
You have a family, you have a business, you're doing wonderful. That's my next good news story, is I want to see that Danielle walked off that set. That's my next good news story.
Google
Thank
us. Get in touch with us.
That's all I want to say about that. So, anyway, that's our show for today, because I just wanted to put that in there.
I think we did. I think this was good.
Great.
You know, it's been fun.
I think so. I just want to thank all of my friends for coming. I want to thank Tommy for being on the show.
And everybody who's watching. Everybody's watching.
I have the best crew ever because they support me just in all my endeavors, not just today and coming to the show like you always do, because you guys are great. You are the best. And undeniably the best crew around that does this voluntarily,
thank you, Spectrum,
taking time away from their families to do this. Celine and crew, I appreciate everything you're doing.
And we just have to make it clear that we're not trying to reinvent the wheel.
We're not. Good news.
We're just trying to take a lead here and just have some fun. You know, it's not just like R and good news. It's just have fun, and because talking about these things is fun. We make some jokes when we're talking about sad stuff. I agree. You know, it's good news. It's good
I think so, and I hope it to be inspiring. So if you have any good news, absolutely reach out to Tommy or myself. Our names will be here. You can check out the bottom of the screen. Will probably be my email right about now. Maybe Tommy's email. Any good news you have, anything. It could be the slightest little act of kindness. I want to hear about it. Everyone wants to hear about it. I want to share it, and it'll be great. So until next time, stay Staten Island strong. Thank you.